on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired. Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
This is Starr Radio UK.
In your car,
at work,
at home,
on your smartphone.
The best radio show.
Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
in your car,
At work,
at home,
on your smartphone.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for star, R for radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for star, R for radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
The best radio show.
Broadcasting worldwide online 24/7.
All around the world. In your car.
At work.
At home.
On your smartphone.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Are you ready to turn it up?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. Hey there, this is Archie, and it is Starr Radio UK and the morning show.
This is Starr Radio. This is Starr Radio UK. This is Starr Radio UK.
Welcome.
Broadcasting worldwide online 24/7.
Enlighten your day with Starr Radio. Starr Radio. Radio for the people, by the people.
All right, let me say massive good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you wherever you might be on planet Earth, and those of you on other planets as well. We want to salute each and every one of you and welcome you to the Starr Radio UK Monday edition of the morning show, and I remain yours sincerely, the one and only. Oh, just bear with me.
This is the morning show with Archie.
Okay. Yes, so let me say it this way as I normally would too. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you, wherever you might be. I hope that you had a very nice weekend. Some of us, we had a nice weekend. It was quite one of those, you know. But hey, we're here once again. Don't you worry. I was trying to turn one of the system on. And Friday I wasn't in because over the week that was Thursday afternoon. Then I thought there were some flies in the dining area because the passenger doors were open, and a few things, and then I think I was bitten by some of them, and I had my hands swollen, my right hand swollen, and my eyes. I was like, oh God. So Friday I looked at my eyes, I thought, I don't want to. My eyelid was a bit swollen. Then I thought, okay, let this man rest a bit, right? So I thought that, yeah, but after Saturday night and Sunday morning, I woke up and I was much better. It's all gone down, and then yes, so you can see my eyes. Yes, it's much better. And let me say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good on to each and every one of you. Once again, welcome to all my producer. who was checking up on me to make sure that I was okay. Yes, good morning to you, Mr. Francis Guy. Good morning to you, Perry, as well. You all doing very, very well. Our money, my Mr. Dantabri, massive good morning to you all. They were all good, making sure that I was okay. Let me say good morning to also Bishop Adesina, Anthony Adedeji, Shamsuddin, wherever you are. Good morning to you, Mr. Frank Davis. Good morning to no other one but the one and only HRH Linda Pallien, who will be joining us from 12 o'clock. Mami Kwabia, good morning to you there as well. Hope you are doing very, very well. And a special good morning also goes all the way to Dr. Sunday Adeyemo Igboho. Good morning to Professor Banji Akintoye, and then to the one and only Miss Olaimi Koiki. Massive good morning to you all. KB Bossman, Vicky Newton, wherever you all are, good morning. Councillor Tama, good morning to you, wherever you are. Hope you are doing very, very well as well. I'll get in touch with you in a moment as well. And let me also say good morning to no other one but the one and only, Bessa, all the way in Ghana. Good morning to you, and to Atakofi Nianana Joe. Good morning to Delta Hammond, ma'am. Good morning to you there as well. Racy, my beautiful daughter. Good morning to you and all the family there. I salute each and every one of you. May I take this opportunity to also say good morning to no other one but the one and only, and still, yes, the reigning champion in South Africa. Yes, Eben, good morning to you. Antonio, good morning. And to all you wonderful people who are tuning in this morning to listen to us. It's always a pleasure to come your way. And once again, I have the pleasure to be here to share what is happening across the globe with you. All right, then. So my program outline. My apologies for the late start of the program. We're trying to get a few of the systems started because you have to turn them off. But it's all moving and working very, very well. I bring you the quote for the day, the weather forecast to follow suit, then the travel up. They will move on from there to have a look at some of the stories making the rounds across the globe. That is known as global trotting. Then after which we bring you details of it. At 11:45, the line will be activated for you to add your voice to the discussions. And then at 12 o'clock, we'll bring the first part of the program to close and take you to Cyprus. Then we'll have our own HRH Linda Pallien bringing you Career 101. Then after that, by 12:30, we'll bring the program to a close. So in case that's what's going to happen. So you know what you can do for me? Share the broadcast with your friends and loved ones and invite them to like our pages. So let's kick off. Now the quote for the day is quite an interesting one. If you had a special celebration over the weekend, let me say congratulations. If it was a sad one, our thoughts are with you. But to every one of you, I say once again, thank you very much for tuning in. To one of my lovely moms here, Mama Evelyn Dulaney, good morning to you. It was her 80th birthday last Thursday, but because Friday couldn't come in, we couldn't celebrate with her. But Mama Evelyn, good morning to you. Of Bible Life Family Ministries, Croydon Branch, massive good morning, Okay. So now the quote for the day says, when you notice something good about people, compliment them or praise them. Praise the good job they've done. By so doing, it helps them to know that they can improve upon themselves and do much, much better there as well. So that's a good one. That's by way of the quote for the day. All right, then. Now let's move on straight to what is happening on the weather front. Well, it's a nice, should I say it that way? Yes, nice chilly. Nice coming through. And then, so what is going to happen there? Let me tell you what is happening there. So, for the weather for London and the southeastern part of England, for today, and over the weekend, we're going to be experiencing some cold weather. Now this afternoon will be cold and dry with plenty of sunshine and just the odd patch of cloud in places. A light northwesterly breeze is expected as well. Tonight we'll see cloud cover gradually increase, though the odd clear spell can be expected at times. It will remain dry but cold. Top temperature is going to be 9 degrees. The lowest is going to be 3 degrees. UV level low, pollution low. Sunset 16:09 and sunrise for tomorrow morning 07:21 hours. And that brings us to the end of the weather forecast, but tomorrow it's going to be falling by -2, and then Wednesday staying at 7, and then Thursday 6, and then averagely being around those temperatures. So wherever you are, keep yourself covered well so you don't catch the cold or the flu that seems to be going around as well. But wherever you are, Starr Radio UK. Now let's move on to the travels. This morning coming in, we will say that the roads were a bit clearer, maybe because of the time that we were coming in. So but wherever you are this morning, if you're traveling on the underground, as we say, keep your eyes on the roads, keep your eyes on the roads. The Starr Radio UK travel update that comes to you every weekday from 10:45, but now coming your way because of the late start of the program at 11:17. And what have I got there? On the central line, that's on the underground, North Acton to Ruislip, Hainault to Leytonstone, Epping to Leytonstone, and not acting to Ealing Broadway are experiencing minor delays. So please check it out before you embark on your journey. That aside, all the other underground lines are running good service. London Overground, DLR, and London Tramlink, good service there as well. Coming on to the major roads, that is the A roads. Apart from the A12, that is experiencing serious delays. All the others are running, have no exceptional delays there. And that the A12 one is due to Squirrels Heat Road, slow moving traffic there, and update road works that is going on at Gallows Corner. So please check it out, check it out there. All right, then now moving on straight to the river bars as well. On the river bars, I can tell you actually good service there. The landing cable car is also experiencing offering good services, bringing it to the final segment of the travel update. That is the National Rail. On the National Rail this morning, as we say, keep your eyes on the roads, keep your eyes on the roads as we keep it navigated. Cross Country, East Midlands Railway, Gatwick Express, and Great Western Railway are all offering special services. Also, Northern Rail, ScotRail, Southwestern, Southern, Thames Link, and Transport for Wales special services. That aside, all the others are running a good service, and that's how I would say that's a normally would. Good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you, wherever you might be on planet Earth. Enjoy your commute. But you know what? Continue to keep your eyes where? On the roads. All right, then. Let's take a quick break. We come back, and we will be going global trotting. Stay tuned.
Broadcasting worldwide online 24/7.
Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired. Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Starr Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say order, you say fire.
Welcome back to the program. This is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Bringing the time now to 20 minutes past the top of the hour, and let's go global trotting. And it's time to do that. But hey, let's go, because we are here to serve you. Make sure that you know, or you're conscious of everything that is happening from around you. Okay, kicking off from the UK front, Home Secretary threatens 3 African countries with visa ban under sweeping asylum changes. Shabana Mahmood will announce an overhaul to human rights law and plans to fast-track the deportation of illegal migrants. Will the government's new asylum plan work? That's the question on the lips of most people. Keyless car theft devices used by criminals sell for 20,000 online. Oh boy. All right, we'll be talking more about that. Now, China investment spree in UK gave it access to military-grade technology. That's what the BBC is also saying there. So, are we labeling them as a threat? Now, gangs buy haulage firms to steal lorry loads of goods. And parents arrested after complaining about school on WhatsApp say police have paid 20,000. And a Pallien quack family on her dementia. She's still funny and recognizes us. You remember that one? Is it the 3 beds or 2 beds or 3 little beds or whatever? Yeah, we'll talk about that. Premature birth can be incredibly lonely, says Beatrice. We'll be telling you more about all that as the program goes on. Starr Radio UK. And there was a protest over a plan to house 600 asylum seekers in the town. Well. Nobody wants nobody. So what do we do on that front? Now you want to know more, you got to stay tuned. Starr Radio UK. Trump calls on House Republicans to vote to release Epstein files. We have nothing to hide, the U.S. president writes after previously resisting publishing the documents. So if they had nothing to hide, why was he holding on to it? He's now saying, you know what, just get on with it. Now, 2 U.S. Marines implicated in killing family in notorious Iraq war shooting. And then in Bangladesh as well, ex-Bangladeshi leader Sheikh Hasina sentenced to death over brutal protest crackdown, but she's out of the country. What will happen to her? And a jury in high-profile Australian trial visits beach where a victim was found, and man who grabbed Ariana Grande at premiere jailed in Singapore. What was all that about? And a South African man seen at neo-Nazi rally has Australian visa revoked. Okay, let's see. And federal agents launch immigration crackdown in city of Charlotte. Those are some of the stories making the rounds there as well. This is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Dozens of Indian pilgrims killed in bus accident in Saudi Arabia. What happened? Communist and far-right candidates head to Chile's presidential runoff. Who is in pole position? Those are some of the stories making the rounds this morning when it comes to the African front as well. Tanzania police crash election protests with lethal force. The UN says hundreds of people were killed in the protest. Verified clips show the violent actions of police as they attempted to crash protests. They were not showing any mercies there. And UK threatens 3 African countries with visa ban under sweeping asylum changes. We're going to be bringing you more on that front. This is Starr Radio UK. US and UK warn of major e-visa data breach in Somalia. And DR Congo and M23 rebels sign framework for peace in Qatar. Let's see. Maybe that will work. And there'll be peace around. But who knows? This is Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. So on the African front, Madagascar's new leader, Randrianirina, outlines bold roadmap in first national address. Now, nearly a month after being sworn in as Madagascar's president, Michael Randrianirina made his highly anticipated first address to the nation. Now, if you are from that part of the world, how did you perceive it? Did he do well? Was there any hope? Or what? We'll be telling you more about that as well. And then in other stories as well, Bismon Cave reveals new clues about early human life in Morocco. Archaeologists are delving deep into Bismon Cave, uncovering new clues about early human life in Morocco. The National Institute of Archaeology is also saying there. It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. In Nigeria head coach accuses DR Congo of using voodoo during penalties. Oh wow. Okay, Interesting. I don't know. This morning I was pondering over one Ghanaian football player, Shamokwe. Back in the day, he was playing for Accra House of Folk, the late Shamokwe. And I remember one of the tournaments, he coming on the field and with all these, the fetish to put this white powder thing upon themselves, and he had that on, and he came to the field, and people were But I remember one of my friends, Chereda White, and he would say, he called him Samuel and he was a star supporter of Accra House of Folk, and they know that once they have him there, everything's going to work out very fair, good for them. But Nigeria is accusing DR Congo of using voodoo during penalties. We'll tell you more about that. We are returning power to Nigerians, says new PDP national chairman Turaki. In what way, in what shape, what form, going to be telling you. And Nnamdi Kanu sues NMA for 50 billion naira over alleged false medical report on his health status. Now, all the medical experts have said, well, we checked you out. Well, so if you sue them, upon what grounds? Upon what grounds? Well. So everybody will know that you are just trying to do hanya. But let me take this opportunity to say good morning to all those who are listening to us, watching us live via Koiki Media, Yoruba Nation platforms, and the United States of Biafra platforms. I salute each and every one of you. Let us hear from you. Your take is very, 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 very important. And moving on to Ghana as well. Now, GAF, that is Ghana Armed Forces, have resumed Accra recruitment on November 20. Screening to be held at Elwak and 4 new locations, and what they are going to be doing is to send text messages, and so once you receive that text message, you know that you have to come in for the recruitment exercise. So that's how they're going to be doing it, so that they don't have everybody camped out at the place where people were stampede and then they died, losing their lives. 4 girls losing their lives there. Declare state of emergency in mining zones. Ghana Catholic bishops tells government, but the government seems not to adhere to that. Recruitment for security recruitment capped at 1,000 applicants daily after Elwak disaster. Some stories making that fuel prices set to rise today as OMCs begin new adjustment cycle. Those are some stories making the rounds in Ghana as well. Gold board denies 3 billion loss, describes claim as entirely false and deliberately contrived. 3 billion Ghana cedi loss for what? How? When? Well, Sami Jamfi will have to up his game to make sure that he's delivering and making sure he's doing his best in that field. Now, government initiates strategic projects in Etiwa East to boost education, health, and transportation. Those are some of the stories. NHIA waives waiting period, grants instant NHIS access until December 14. If you live in that part of the world and you are ill, oh boy. Now, Malik Bazentel breaks silence on stroke rumors. What happened to him? We'll tell you more about that. To ratify or not to ratify the lithium agreement, the call for maximum caution. And that's what I was saying. We'll just go in quickly. Oh yeah, because maybe some backache that individuals who are involved will be having, and then they just going bam, 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 and the next moment we find out that the deal was not sold well. We didn't bargain well, and that's ended up that we've lost. And then maybe all that we are getting from whatever lithium mining or whatever thing that have gone on there is just pretense. And at the end of the day, the land degradation or environmental degradation, we are the one who face that. Well, licensed timber export feature lauded. Well, I'm going to be telling you more about that. Do we have enough timber at the moment where we want to export some? Well, somebody say yeah, because back in I think few months ago we were looking at some sort of issues back there, and then we were about a year plus, and then we were saying timber woods or woods for building and stuff like that, quite expensive in that part of the world. But you know what can be done about that? Well, they say they are now trying to legalize it, where they're going to be exporting timber. So maybe we've done well, who knows? But are we replacing the ones that we are cutting down, or what? Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Star Radio UK. Let's take a break. We come back and we continue with the show. Don't touch the dial. Star, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Star Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Star Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Star Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say Orta, you say fire.
Welcome back to the program. This is Star Radio UK, and it is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London at 11:35, and I'm going to be bringing you or taking you to all the stories that we touch on in a moment. But for this event that is going to be taking place, now we march for justice, we march for safety, we march for change. Say no to male violence against women and girls. Those are yes. Stand with survivors and say no to male violence against women and girls in Croydon. The MVAWG march that takes place, an event that's taking place on Saturday, the 22nd of November 2025. Part 1 will be a match between 10:30 a.m. from Croydon University Hospital, London Road, pause and pick up at 11:30 a.m. Marks and Spencer, North End, West Croydon, and at 12:15 p.m. it ends at Croydon Town Hall. Now, part 2 of the event will take place from 12:15 p.m. to 2 p.m. Speeches, performances, storytelling, and refreshment. For further information, contact Say No to mvawg@gmail.com. Follow us on the Instagram and dash mvawg. All right, or you can scan that code there and then you get it there. All right then, this is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let's move on to some other stories this morning. This is Starr Radio UK, and I remain yours sincerely, the one and only Archie, as we continue to bring you everything that you need to know, from archaeology to zoology, from Accra to Zanzibar, here morning, where it seems to be a bit nippy, but hey, we are here to bring you. See how I'm cladded? That tells you how the weather seems to feel like in the studio as well. All right. And this time there's no need for AC, you know? Yes, the weather itself turns into an AC for you. All right, so now let's kick off. Now, in UK, these are the stories making the rounds. Yes, the Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood will announce sweeping reforms to the UK's asylum policy when she addresses MPs today. The changes will include fast-tracking the deportation of illegal migrants, an overhaul of human rights law, and plans to end multiple appeals against removal. Mahmood also threatens to stop granting visas to people from 3 African countries if their government do not improve cooperation or removal of illegal migrants. Now, speaking this morning earlier, Alex Norris, Minister at the Home Office, says the changes will restore order and control at UK borders. But Shadow Immigration Minister Matt Vickers says while the plans are small steps, perhaps in the right direction, they contain a lot of gimmicks. Now, but the issue is, will Labour MPs vote for the plans? Some ministers are already raising concerns about Mahmood's proposal in private, and skeptical MPs have started to speak out in public. Some of our writers have said, but we'll be telling you more about all that. The Democrats, Liberal Democrats, have said, the party leader Ed Davis said yesterday, there is danger in the proposed 20-year waiting period for asylum seekers to apply for settled status, which he thinks could prevent refugees contributing to the society. Davis is pushing instead of for further measures to try and clear the asylum backlog. Okay, and let's see. Reform UK has also said the party head of policies, they are used to, says some Labour backbenchers are voicing opposition to the Home Secretary's plan, and says that these policies will be thwarted by her own MPs. But what do you think about that? In this world, whatever you do, some way, somehow, people have something to oppose. But what is the way forward? Ladies and gentlemen, 11:40, we have to rush on because we've got few stories that is making the rounds that we need to bring your way. 10 weeks ago, Sakia Sama sent Shabana Mahmood to run the Home Office precisely so that she will be radical in overhauling the UK's immigration system. Now, Mahmood's torrent of new policy announcements in recent days are certainly bold, from limiting refugees to temporary stays to overhauling human rights law to help increase deportation and threatening countries with visa bans unless they accept the returns of criminal and illegal immigrants. But the plans are controversial too. The Refugee Council, which supports asylum seekers, say making refugee status temporary is both highly impractical as well as inhumane. The Home Secretary's team are delighted at the news newspapers, headlines on TV coverage, the announcement has secured in recent days. Yet they know that was the easy bit. Persuading Labour MPs from all wings of the party to vote en masse for the plans is far bigger challenge. Backbencher frustration over winter fuel payments and welfare reforms led to embarrassing government U-turns, while restive Labour MPs try to shift government policy yet again. That's a question on the lips of most people. But looking at the way Labour is hemorrhaging support to the reform, and yes, it makes it something that they think that they need to set up and address before next year's local elections that's going to be taking place. So let's see how it all pans out. But this is Star Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Now, one of the stories that is one of the things that is making us quite worried, if you drive a keyless car and stuff like that, is the fact that people can use gadgets to nick one of, and it happened to one of our presenters, that's KB Bosman, when he had parked his car around Croydon catchment area, just getting out to, he's locked the car, yes, but the side lights were on, and he had his key in his pocket, somebody standing by him, and using the system to jam his, or to clone the details, and then just by the time he said Jack, somebody jumped into the car and drove it off. Well, but gadgets used by criminals to steal keyless cars without breaking in are being sold online for more than 20,000. The new law is imminent on owning devices used in car theft. Now, some of which allow thieves to bounce the signal from a key inside a property to open a car. But experts say the ban is unlikely to stop gangs who are loaning them out for large sums and stealing vehicles to order. Now, the BBC has seen prices lists and video guides for devices claiming to access cars, including Lamborghinis, Maseratis, with gadgets selling for up to 25,000 euros or 22,000 pounds. Abby Brooks Morris said criminals use the device to steal her keyless vehicle, a test she calls an invasion. She said the car, which she shares with her partner Tom, was stolen from outside their home in Wolverhampton while they slept. Although they didn't physically come into the house, you don't feel safe, she said. Her doorbell camera captured footage of a gang using a gadget outside her property. They walking back and forward trying to find the signal. I didn't know that things existed. I had no idea, she said. It took them 2 minutes in total to arrive, look at the car, get a signal, and leave. Abby said police later found their car abandoned some distance away, but it is now unusable and has been immobilized due to the way the theft was carried out. And that's what happened to Bosman's car as well, because it ended up leaving it somewhere, because when they do it, they cannot. I think some of them drive to a distance and then you'll be having all those problems because they cannot streamline it for it to be used properly. But if they manage to get it out of the country, then that means that you know that you are in deep waters and everything that is going on. You don't want that. It's a violation, of course. But ladies and gentlemen, this is Star Radio UK. There, another one. Gangs are using criminal gangs are buying up haulage firms to pose as trackers and steal goods by the lorry load. They were found, investigation found a group of haulage companies were purchased using a dead man's details. One of the haulage firms was then hired as subcontractor by unwaiting UK transport company. A manufacturer loaded one of the subcontractors' lorries with goods which were then never seen again. Wow. Alison, not a real name, runs the Midlands Transport for firm that was tricked by the fake subcontractor and says it is incredible that a gang can go in and target a company so blatantly. Now, this brazen tactics is just one of the ways criminals are targeting haulage firms who deliver retail stock and other supplies all over the country, as freight theft in the UK rose to 111 million last year from 68 million. in 2023. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK. So why would the food prices and good prices of goods not go up? Because they are looking at it and they have to cut their losses and make sure that maybe this customers pay as well. But it's all coming away from Starr Radio UK. In other stories making the rounds at 11:46, let me announce that the lines are open if you want to hop in. The line is open if you want to hop in to share your take with us on any of the issues that is being discussed. Feel free. You can call us via Teams. Starr Radio UK, and your voice will be heard. Okay, Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let's go on. The US President Donald Trump has urged lawmakers in his own party to vote to release files relating to the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Now, Trump wrote on Sunday night that the Republicans in the House of Representatives should do so because we have nothing to hide. The reversal of his recent position follows a slow drip feed of documents concerning the disgraced financier by House Democrats, some of which reference Trump, who has always denied any link to Epstein's sex abuse and trafficking. But details of his and other prominent figures' past relationship with Epstein have fueled speculation and led to a public spat with one of Trump's staunchest supporters. Now, potentially dozens of Republicans have now signaled they are willing to break ranks and vote in favor of a bill that will compel the U.S. government to publish all the documents on Epstein and criminal investigations into him that it holds. The supporters of the bill appears to have enough votes for it to pass the House this week, though it's unclear whether it will pass in the Senate, the other chamber of the U.S. Congress. Epstein, the financier, was found dead in his New York cell in 2019. Okay, in his New York cell in 2019, what the coroner later ruled a suicide. He was being held on charges of sex trafficking, having previously been convicted of soliciting prostitution from a minor in 2008. And Trump repeated White House dismissal of the attention over the Epstein's files as a Democrat-led hoax to deflect attention away from his party's work. Okay, Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station. Is it calling them a bluff, or is it doing a reverse psychology, as some would say? So, okay, now just do it. And then the people will say, okay, if he's saying that means that he might not have anything actually to do with that. But what do you think about all that? Well, because of our time, so we have to just push on. Now, communist and far-right candidates head to Chile's presidential runoff. The Communist Party's Janet Jara will face far-right candidate Jose Antonio Cast in the second round of voting in December. He says the election campaign was dominated by crime and immigration as the flow of people into the country has recently grown, while candidates pledged to fight foreign gangs like Venezuela's Tren de Aragua. The Communist Party's Janet Jara from the governing coalition narrowly won the first round, followed closely by far-right rival Jose Antonio Cast. The result is expected to give a boost to Cast, as Jara was the only left-wing candidate running against several right-wing candidates. So virtually, if the right-wing candidates go in a coalition, so they don't throw their weight behind Cast, then there's a tendency that Jara will be out of it. I mean, straight on. But let's see how it all pans out. Let's see how the result is better to give votes to Cast, as Jara was the only left-wing candidate running against several right-wing candidates, splitting the right-wing vote. In the 14th December runoff, voters will have to coalesce around one of these two candidates. And who do you think is going to be? Well. The father of 9 has promoted a tough crackdown on immigration, including a Trump-style border wall. He opposes abortion, even in case of rape. Has criticized environmental and indigenous activism and want to shrink the state. Well. So who's template? Who? It's like a Trump listener ally, right? Yeah. Let's see what is happening. It seems to be that the world seems to be tilting towards that, where either you are here or you are there. The few who are in the middle are just a handful, and I don't think much can be done. But it seems to be a trend and the wind that seems to be blowing in that direction. Now, moving on to other stories as well. In the Latin American area, Cartel de los Soles, a group that U.S. alleges is led by Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, will be designated a terrorist organization. The U.S. State Department has said. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio issued a statement on Sunday announcing that U.S. intends to consider the group a foreign terrorist organization on the 24th of November. It means that Maduro will effectively be designated a terrorist as well, because the U.S. alleges he heads the Cartel de los Soles on accusations, an accusation Maduro strongly denies. It is the Trump administration's latest effort to reduce drug trafficking and pressure on Maduro as the U.S. considers whether to take military action inside the country. An FTO designation allows the U.S. government to crack down more aggressively in the group and on the group and its alleged associates by making it illegal to knowingly offer them support. The U.S. Treasury Department has previously placed sanctions on Cartel de los Soles, but the new FTO designation is an escalated approach which unlocks stronger powers. How is it going to be affecting Maduro and the people of Venezuela? Going to see that it's an attack on them and not the president per se? How is it all going to be going? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let's move on from there. Well, Zelensky has vowed energy sector overhaul after 100 million corruption scandal. The story says vital supplies of U.S. liquefied natural gas are due to start flowing into war-ravaged Ukraine this winter via a pipeline across the Balkans. The deal was announced after Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky met Greek Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis in Athens on Sunday. Greece has been working to increase the flow of American LNG to its terminals to replace Russian gas in the region. Mitsotakis said recently the European Commission plans to ban all imports of Russian gas to EU member states by the end of 2027, arguing that revenue from such sales funds Russia war in Ukraine. Zelensky is now in France for talks with President Emmanuel Macron over a major deal on air defense hardware. If I were the president of Ukraine, Zelensky, what will I do? I think I would be long time gone, because I think you wake up, you are sleeping, you are waking up, and it is all Starr Radio UK. Now, groundbreaking DNA analysis of Adolf Hitler's blood has uncovered some extraordinary findings about the dictator's ancestry and possible health conditions. Now, painstaking scientific testings by a team of international experts has been able to debunk a rumor on whether Hitler had Jewish ancestry. He didn't, and determined that he had a genetic disorder which affects the development of sexual organs, or from an old blood-stained swatch of fabric. Now, while clickbait headlines have focused on whether the Nazi dictator had a micro penis and only one testicle, more serious are the findings that his DNA showed very high scores in the top 1% of a predisposition to autism, schizophrenia, and bipolar disorder. Now, does this mean he had these neurological conditions? Absolutely not, says the expert. It's not a diagnosis, but nevertheless, concerns have been raised about stigmatization and how ethical the research was, prompting the question, should it have been done at all? Well, it's a debate that is going on, and we'll do our best to address that as the program goes on. Whether he had a little penis or micro or whatever, does that even matter? That is not it. What made him do whatever? What did he believe in to go all the way to do so? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. In Bangladesh as well, Bangladeshi former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has been found guilty of crimes against humanity and sentenced to death. A special tribunal found she was responsible for ordering a violent crackdown on students-led protests last year, during which the UN estimates up to 1,400 people died, most by gunfire from security forces. Hasina has called the court's decision biased and politically motivated in a statement released after the verdict. She was tried in absentia and has been living in exile in India since being forced from power. The verdict will put India under pressure to extradite Hasina, Bangladesh's longest serving prime minister, but it's unlikely to do so. The security has been ramped up across Bangladesh over fears of a backlash, with some protests already breaking out this morning. We'll be monitoring it, and if whilst we are on air we have any sneak view or more information pertaining to that, we'll bring it to the fore. It is all coming away from Starr Radio UK. Now, moving on to Africa as well. Well. A crowd has run in panic along a dusty street. Shots ring out. A woman wearing a purple jacket carrying a stick falls to the ground. Another woman can be heard pleading, "Mama, mama, stand," as she tries to lift her. Blood is spreading around her stomach as another stain appears on her back. This verified footage filmed in Tanzania city of Arusha is just one of many graphic scenes to have emerged, showing the violent action of police as they attempted to crush widespread protests last month during the country's presidential and parliamentary elections. Then the protest started in the city of Dar es Salaam on the 29th of October and spread across the country over the following day. The demonstration have largely been organized by young people left hungry at what they see as a political system dominated by one party since Tanzania gained independence in the 1960s. We had Julius Nyerere being there, saying to everything, he left, and then we had various leaders coming through, and now we have Samia Suluhu Hassan, who is ultimately has secured victory after an election that she won by 98%. Well, virtually silence in every dissent there. But what do you think? Will these quell the protest that has been going on there, or they're just going to gather momentum and come? And as we've seen in Madagascar, maybe something of the sort happening. What do you think about all that? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London at 12 o'clock. So we cannot, we have to still go on because we have got a few stories. We might not be able to bring you Career 101, but whatever the situation is, we'll let you know, right? Now, nearly a month after being sworn in Madagascar's president of the Refoundation, Michael Randrianirina, I got it right now, made his highly anticipated first address to the nation. Speaking in a pre-recorded televised conversation from the state palace, the colonel, who rose to power after weeks of tensions and youth-led demonstration, recounted the dramatic 3-week struggle that reshaped the island. The Randrianirina family rejected claims that the fall of his predecessor, Andre Rajoelina, was a coup, insisting no violence occurred. Responding to accusations of judicial revenge against the former regime, he was blunt Investigations are the work of justice, not vengeance, and he vowed to pursue those who plundered the country. Laying out Madagascar's roadmap, he announced a nationwide consultation led by influential FFKM to build a new governance system, followed by a referendum and a presidential election within 2 years. He also promised a new youth assembly and a stronger place for Malagasy language and history in schools. When asked if he would run for president, Raderina said the decision belongs to the people. And in closing, he urged patience, reminding citizens that rebuilding the nation cannot be done in 2 months. It must be a collective effort. Well, did we see it in other parts of the world, especially in the African countries, when somebody comes in to rescue the country from the abuse by democracy, and the next moment we find out that they are also interested in the top job, and therefore this goes on, and they're metamorphosing from military rule or personnel into civilian personnel and taking their own stance as the leaders of their country. What do you think is going to be happening there? It is Starr Radio UK. Well, as I saw that is happening, let me bring that your way and then we go on from there. A bridge at a copper and cobalt mine in southern Congo has collapsed due to overcrowding, killing at least 32 people, a regional government official has said. Now, despite strict prohibition on accessing the site due to heavy rainfall and the risk of landslides, illegal diggers forced their way into the quarry, Mayonde said. A report by the Congo's artisanal small-scale mining support and guidance services, SMAPI, government agency on Sunday, said the gunfire from soldiers at the site sparked panic among the miners who rushed to the bridge, resulting in the fall that left them piled on top of each other, causing the death and injuries. While Mayonde put the death toll at 32, the report said at least 40 people have lost their lives. May their souls rest in perfect peace. But regulation, how do we deal with all those things? That has been the issue that seems to be going on. But ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. In another story, still on the African front, Benin has passed a constitutional amendment creating second chamber and extending presidential and legislative term limits. Ha ha! Power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts. Absolutely. Power sweet, Abby. Now, it's too late for Benin's president, Patrice Talon, but the country's National Assembly has adopted a constitutional amendment extending presidential and legislative terms from 5 years to 7. The change comes into effect next year. Talon has just 7 months left in his second term, and the 2-term presidential limit remains unchanged. The reform also creates a Senate expected to have between 25 to 30 members. According to the amendment, the body will draw on the experiences of former political and security figures, including former presidents, leaders of National Assembly, presidents of the constitutional courts, and military chiefs. Our staff. Now, its function will be to regulate political life, to safeguard and strengthen national unity, democracy, and peace. The Senate will have the power to request a second reading of laws passed by the National Assembly, with a few exceptions, such as finance laws. The amendment was passed by 90 to 19, meeting the required 4/5 majority. All right, then, that's a good one. But at least we know President Talon, he would not enjoy that. But, well, if he is bold enough to say, well, that's what the body, the committee has come out, Constitutional Reform Committee has come out with, and then he takes a bow, he will be one of the greatest there. I like people like that who will not take advantage of what is going on and say, yeah, okay, now, I'm going to go a third term, and then I will also enjoy that, because after all, or I will have to extend my presidency by another 2 years, because there's a new law that has come into force, and they say it keeps in from next year. That's a wise thing there, right? Good. Now Starr Radio UK. In Nigeria, now Nigeria's head coach has accused DR Congo of using voodoo during penalty shootout defeat. Eric Chelle confronted the opposition bench as the Super Eagles World Cup hopes ended. Nigeria's head coach Eric Chelle has accused DR Congo players of practicing voodoo during their penalty shootout victory on Sunday. DR Congo won 4-3 on penalties in Morocco to advance the World Cup 2026 Inter-Confederation playoffs in March, and the end to Super Eagles' hopes of competing in next summer's expanded tournament. Nigerian had taken the lead after 3 minutes when Frank Onyeka's deflected strike beat Lionel Mpasi, only for Meshach Elia to level matters before the halftime. The two teams could not be separated after 90 minutes and then a further 30 minutes of extra time, so the Confederation of African Football World Cup playoff final went on a shootout, which saw Chancellor Mbemba score the winning penalty. Chelle confronted the DR Congo bench in the immediate aftermath of the defeat before being escorted away by his own backroom team. Now, explaining the incident to reporters afterwards, Chelle claimed during all the penalties, the players of Congo were doing some voodoo. What were they doing? Interesting. Nigeria's World Cup dream is over, but attention will quickly turn to next month African Cup of Nations, also held in Morocco. The Super Eagles' first group game sees them pitted against Tanzania on December 23rd, and then face Tunisia and Uganda before the end of 2025. But it's going to be an interesting one, right? It is all coming away from Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, and we're moving on. Well, let's move on. There's one story that has come through, but I've not been able to authenticate it, and I won't want to touch on that. But let's just move on to this one, and then we'll go to Ghana, and then we'll see whether we'll be able to still bring you Career 101. Now, Mr. Kano, that's Namdi Kano, who sued about 5 days after his trial, judge foreclosed his defense on the 7th of November and adjourned for judgment, stated that NMA, that's the Nigeria Medical Authority, and others knowingly issued a false and misleading medical report on his state of health. Biafra agitator Namdi Kano has filed a 50 billion naira suit against the Nigeria Medical Association over an alleged false medical report it submitted in his terrorism trial at the Federal High Court in Abuja. Mr. Kano, in his first suit at the Federal Capital Territory High Court in Abuja, also sought an order compelling the NMA to conduct a proper independent medical examination of him by competent specialists not connected with defendants in the instant suit. The leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra sued as defendants the NMA, the associate's president Bala Audi, a member of the team that issued the medical report. He said the team include medical doctors Benjamin Egbon, Abraham, also a professor Ajibare Adeola, Temitope Farombi, Sunday Awolade, Mustafa Salihu, Yarima Yusuf, Nwosu Ekweme, and Benjamin Oluwo Jebutu. The news agency of Nigeria reports that the suit marked CV /458425 and filed on the 12th of November by lawyer Maxwell Opara was made available to journalists on Saturday. The disputed medical report said is the heart of the new suit, prompted Judge James Omotosho, who oversees Mr. Kano's terrorism trial at the Federal High Court in Abuja, to declare him last month medically fit to continue facing prosecution. Well, so the issue here once again is what is going to happen? What is going to happen on that front? Well, come the 20th, the judgment will be read. But do you think this does anything to what judgment is going to come at all? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK. This is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London at 12 minutes past 12, and let's go to Ghana as well. Well, the Ghana Armed Forces says the suspended 2025-2026 recruitment screening exercise for Greater Accra will resume on Thursday, November 20. The announcement was made in a statement signed by Captain Veronica Ajo Ahin of the Ghana Navy, Acting Director General of Public Relations. She explained that the screening will be conducted across 8 sub-centers in the 5 locations as part of measures to ensure an orderly process. All qualified applicants in the batches of 600 persons will receive an SMS specifying their reporting dates, batches, and designated centers. The statement noted the designated screening centers are Elwak Stadium, 2 centers, Nicholson Park at Birmingham, 2 centers, the Air Force Base at Birmingham, the Training and Doctrine Command Track Dock in Teshi, 2 centers, and Eastern Naval Command in Tema. Now, applicants have been urged to strictly follow the instructions provided in the SMC notification and check the recruitment portal for additional updates. Those who do not receive a message by November 20 are advised to call the helpline or contact the WhatsApp provided for assistance. Well, so if that will quell what happened where there was a stampede because of overcrowding and everything, then that would do for us all. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Starr Radio UK, bringing you everything that you need to know pertaining to everything. Okay, but the final one before I bring you Career 101. The Ghana Gold Board has refuted claims that it recorded losses exceeding 3 billion Ghana cedis in its first year of operation, describing the reports by a radio station as entirely false and deliberately contrived. In a statement on Monday, the Gold Board indicated that the publication was intended to undermine its contribution to revitalizing Ghana's economy. Contrary to the allegation, Gold Board confirmed that it has been generating significant surpluses since its establishment. The board noted that quarterly finance statement, which will soon be published on its official website, will confirm its profitability. The Gold Board wishes to put on record that the publication under reference is entirely false and deliberately contrived to undermine the successes and significant contribution of the Gold Board to the revitalization of Ghana's economy. The Gold Board urged the public to dismiss as radio's report and called on the station's management to issue a retraction and an unqualified apology for spreading what is termed as misleading and unethical. But you stop short of going the tram way, where you say, I'm gonna sue your I wouldn't say that, right? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, bringing the time now to 12:15. And we take a break, we'll come back, and I'll bring you, or I'll take you to Career 101. Stay tuned, don't touch the dial.
Call the studio now.
Hey, Charlie. You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy. You stressed out. Tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy. JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Shortlisted. So it's your job to prepare adequately to then convince them that you're the one for that role.
Okay.
And lots of different things that to do to prepare for an interview. But I really want to give you, the listeners today, this one specific tangible aspects that you can implement today, and answer questions. It's interview questions, but it's all questions in general. So even if it's your promotion interview or your yearly review, how do you answer these questions to give you the best possible prospect of getting the job?
Okay. Okay. Listeners, Starr Radio UK, Career 101 with HRH, Linda Pallien. And today we're looking at how to prepare for an interview. And she's just giving you one specific item that if you implement that, you are in no way going to miss that opportunity. So let's listen to her. Now, what is that specific item that we can rely on?
So this specific item is called the Starr technique.
The Starr
technique. And this technique is used when you're answering competency questions. And when we talk about competency questions, we're talking about questions that show how competent you are at a particular skill. So this might be leadership, teamwork, communication, dealing with conflict, resolving problems, etc. So competency questions would usually start with, they'll start something like, tell me about a time where you dealt with conflict or you worked in a team. This is common interview questions, and before I even tell you how to answer it, I want you to understand why you'd be asked that.
Okay, why was one be asked that question then?
Yeah, your interviewer wants to know that you've been in a situation before, that you can transfer that into the role that you're going to perform now. Okay, so if I ask you about a time where you used your leadership skills, it's because you're going to use leadership skills in this role that you're applying for. So I want to be able to deduce that you've done that and you can use those transferable skills into this. So that's why you're asked competency questions. And without to fail, regardless of what level of job you're going for, whether it's the CEO level or the bottom of the rank, you're still going to be asked those questions.
Okay.
So this is where the STAR technique comes in. STAR, STAR. And STAR stands for situation, task, action, results. S is for situation, T for task, A for action, R for result.
Okay. Situation, task, action, results.
STAR. Situation, task, action, result.
Okay.
You want to use the STAR technique because, one, it paints a whole picture and it puts it into context when you're answering the questions. Because at interviews, you're nervous normally and naturally nervous. So when you're using a STAR technique to answer a question, you can give a cohesive, comprehensive answer, coherent story, and a full picture. Because normally we start in the middle and then we forget and we're like, well, what's the question again?
Yeah.
You start off answering the question and then you go off on a tangent and you don't even think that you've answered the question.
Yeah.
So that's one benefit of using the STAR. The second benefit is you can predict the questions that you're going to be asked in advance.
Okay.
And because you can predict these interview questions in advance, you can prepare for it. You can prepare it way in advance, and you can guarantee that you're going to be asked these competencies. If you're for a team leader position, you know that leadership is going to be one of the competencies they ask you about.
Yeah.
So the STAR technique, you would have prepared your leadership answer already. It allows you to be able to prepare different examples and showcase your skills. So now let's get to an example of how you would use that.
Yeah.
Okay. So we said STAR: situation, task, action, result. So in an interview for a team leader position for let's take McDonald's. I like using McDonald's. I think everybody can relate.
Yes. Everybody can relate to McDonald's. We go eat McDonald's there. Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Tell me a time where you've used a leadership position, or you've been in a leadership position and you've used leadership skills. So in the interview, the situation will, from the start, will be, in my previous role as a team leader working in the shop, I did this and that. So the situation part of it is where you're painting the picture. In my previous role working with McDonald's as a team leader. Okay?
Yeah.
Then the task will be, I had to manage a team of 5 people.
Okay.
On a particular project. So on a particular shift, leader, and I had to manage a team of 5 people, and I had to make sure that the shift ran as smoothly as possible.
Yeah.
So the situation paints the whole the general picture. The task tells you exactly the situation. So the task is a lot more specific. The situation is in this context. It's specific. And then your action will be what you specifically did as a team leader. Okay. So not what the team did, but what you
did.
You did. So again, in our example, in my previous experience as a team leader at McDonald's, I had to manage a team of 5 people on a particular shift where I was left in charge, or there was no supervisor, my manager was away.
Oh, okay. That's the action.
That's your task.
Yeah.
Your action was, I then delegated responsibilities to each employee and explained to them how this would help the smooth running of the operation or of the day. So specifically, your task as a leader then would be the delegation of responsibilities, the overseeing the running of it. Maybe the cashing up at the end of the day, the dealing with complaints, etc. But it's specific things you did as a leader. And then you want to explain to the interviewer your results. So at the end of the day, the shift ran smoothly. We were able to run the operation without problems. We resolved the customer's problems. We made X amount of money on this particular shift.
Okay.
You want a tangible result. Relate.
Wow.
Okay, so using the STAR technique, you're able to paint a picture, giving them the context, that what exactly the task was, what you specifically did, and then the result you got, the result of your action.
Interesting. Listen to Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, with HRH Linda Pallien on Career 101. Today we're having a look at how to prepare for interview, and we are looking at the STAR technique that you have to use. The STAR technique that you have to use. Okay. Now, a question just came mind when you were giving us the pointers. Now, people want to actually paint a picture that maybe in actual sense might not have happened.
Okay.
And you have to paint it such that it's somehow somewhat real and interesting to catch your prospective employers. So do you think it is right in a way? If the people can cross-check, what happened to you then?
This is a great question. I just love the listeners for this. Ideally, you wouldn't be painting a picture that hasn't happened.
Okay.
You allowed creative license to embellish to be able to get your point across.
Okay.
So, for example, in that, and this is a great question because we can learn from this. In that example we just gave about team leadership,
yeah,
have been the team leader. There may have been a manager there have gone to in terms of crisis.
Yeah.
But remember, you're the one going for the job, so you're not going to tell me about what your manager did. I want to know what you did.
You did.
So in that case, you can embellish a little bit and say, I was responsible for the running of the operations. Of course, if there was a caught on fire, whatever, you need to call your manager, etc.
Okay.
But you can embellish on that leadership skills, just show what you did or what you're capable of. But I definitely won't advise, and for the whole world to know, I just isn't advising you to lie.
Yeah. Listeners, HRH Linda will never advise you to lie. You have to be as real and as truthful as much as you can. Whatever you do, that is up to you, though.
You're allowed creative, right? Thank you for asking that.
Yeah. Okay, please go on with it.
Using the STAR technique, you can predict the questions, you can answer. You can also draw on a wide range of experiences. So you can talk about your previous experience. You can talk about if you don't have maybe practical experience.
Yeah.
You can talk about experience managing your siblings at home.
Okay.
You can talk. Yeah, you can talk about your project work at university when you're working in a team. The point is to show the competency that it takes to be a leader.
Yeah.
Then that I've done it before in the exact same position and I can do it again. And so you can be as creative as you like in this. Another thing about the STAR, that's a really good point I wanted to make. Another good thing about using the STAR is that, again, as I said, you can prepare in advance, draw on a wide range of experiences. I think it escaped me. It's going to come before the show.
Yes, definitely. Listeners, bear with her. Linda is a very, very busy person. She has to use the STAR. She has to use the STAR method to get that one. So don't worry, she's going to get it pretty soon. Listen, Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, Carrier 101 with HRH Linda Pallien, and she is bringing you the best way how to prepare for an interview to make sure that when it comes to the competency questions, you are able to answer it perfectly without losing track of what you said and asking, please, what's the question again? You don't want to do that. By listening to this program, you are able to do so. You want to know more about how she can help you in that front, please, at the end of the program, she's going to put in the contact details there. Make sure that you get in touch with her. I always say that in the abundance of water, it's only the fool who becomes thirsty. Make sure you take advantage of this program that we are bringing you. Over to you, Linda.
Awesome. So again, the STAR technique will help you in answering any question in general, especially competency questions, but it really just helps you to gather your thoughts together and to be able to think about it and give a comprehensive answer. I definitely recommend using it in interviews. Practice before you go, and paint that picture. This is the point I was trying to make. Remember that when you're being asked a competency question, the interviewer doesn't really care about the situation. They care about what you actually did.
Yeah.
A lot of us get carried away with, and in this organization we had one manager and this happened, and they spend so much time on the situation, don't get to the point of what they actually did and the leadership skills that they use. And is that so? For example, and I'm glad I remembered this. Make sure your star is 20%. I'm going to do percentages, but it's not
okay.
Your star should be 20% just to paint the picture. Your situation.
Yeah, should be 20%.
Just paint the picture and give them some context, because you might have done other experiences.
Yeah.
Which particular job you're talking about, or which particular experience you're talking about. Your task is about 10%. We're just saying what the context was and what I had to do. Your action should be about 80%. What you did specifically, even if it's teamwork, what you did specifically, your role in there. So even if it's organizational skills, did you use WhatsApp groups? Did you use a calendar? Did you send calendar invites? What you did specifically are the tools that you use. And then your results should be 20% as well. So focus on the action, what you did, and that's what's going to get you the job.
Okay. So more to do with the action. And how you got the task. You got the results that they need to get you on the job. Okay. Anything else, lady?
That's about it for now. If you want to know more on how to apply it, if you even want to practice your STAR technique, I'm going to allow you the grace to practice with me, and I can give you feedback on the STAR technique you prepared for one skill, and I'll give you feedback on what you could include and maybe how you can crystallize it so that you really paint a good picture and get the job. Do contact me directly. I'm open there, and I'll give you my details if that's okay. So I'm my cheerleader, Linda Pallien. You can find me on Facebook at my cheerleader. My cheerleader is one word, guys, one word. MyCheerlinda. My cheerleader. You can find me on my website, mycheerlinda.com, LinkedIn, Linda Pallien, my cheerleader, Instagram, and YouTube as well. There's lots of helpful videos on YouTube on how to answer interview questions, what to expect, what's going to come up, how to do your CV. These are free resources, so definitely do take advantage of those. And of course, you can email me, office@mycheerlinda.com.
Wow. Linda, let me say thank you very much for another brilliant time with you once again.
My pleasure. Absolute pleasure.
Yes. She can be your cheerleader, as she said. So get in touch with her and she will do that. My cheerleader on Facebook and all the other platforms that she's giving you. Make sure you go there. Check up on her. Yeah, who knows? You'll see. She'll be cheering you all the way to the work and to the bank as well. So make sure you do so. Linda, let me say thank you very much once again. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK, and it's been a pleasure coming your way. I hope that you enjoyed the program. Just bear with us. With HRH Linda Pallien and on Career 101. And as we did look at preparation towards your interviews, okay? But you can get her books, your hand on her books, How to Career and Career Success and Career Workbook as well. So get your hand on any of them, and then you know how to prepare yourself for an interview when it does happen. All right then. So let me say thank you very much. But before we end the program, there's another announcement. Let me put through the match that is going to be taking place over here in London. It's going to be taking place in let me call it Croydon specifically. That is the marching for justice, safety, and change. Yes, standing with survivors and saying no to male violence against women and girls in Croydon. The MVAWG march, an event taking place on the 22nd of November, Saturday the 22nd of November 2025. Part 1 of the march is going to be from 10:30 a.m. from Croydon University Hospital, London Road, and pause and pick up at 11:30 a.m. At Marks and Spencer North End, West Croydon as well. Then it will continue from then from 12:15 to ending at 12:15 ending at Croydon Town Hall Center. Then the part 2 of the event will be from 12:15 p.m. to 2 p.m. speeches, performances, storytelling, and refreshment. For any further information, contact Say No to mvawg@gmail.com, and then follow them on Instagram and mvawg. Well, you can also scan the code there to sign up for the march as well. Everyone is invited. Say no to male violence against women and girls. All right then, ladies and gentlemen, this is where I have to bring the program to a close for today. God willing, tomorrow will be coming your way with another edition of the morning show. It will be the Tuesday edition of the morning show. But until then, let me say it this way as I normally will. Have a lovely and a jubbly day and keep yourself safe. Yes, it's with me, your one and only Archie, saying have a top of the day. Bye-bye for now. I'm out like that. We'll take a commercial break. We come back and I will be out of your way. Stay tuned.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Starr Radio. Radio for the people, by the people.
Broadcasting live online.
Thanks for listening.